All right, y'all ready for this?
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Hey, what's up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. It is your girl, Nikki, for those of you that don't know who I am. If you don't know, that's a big problem. That means you need to go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below. Turn your post notifications on so you don't miss a video. Give this video a big thumbs up and leave me a comment down below and let me know what types of videos you guys want to see next. And also shout out your YouTube channel. I love to come follow you on your journey here as well. Now, you guys, so today's video is going to be about my spiritual journey. Now, first off, before we even begin, I want to go ahead and start off by saying that everyone's spiritual journey is different. I am not here to tell you what you need to do to start. I'm here to talk about my spiritual journey personally, because I feel like everybody's journey is different. Nobody's going to go through the same things. Nobody's going to feel the same things. So I feel like where you start is where you start, you know. So I'm just only here to talk about my spiritual journey, how I started, what I did, what I've been doing, my process, and how it has been helping me to live a healthier and a stress-free and just a more, you know, conducive life. Just, you know, live a life that's just really conducive to my healing. So I'm going to talk to you guys about my spiritual journey, how I started, what I did, and all of that. So I'm not here to tell you what you need to be doing, all of this and that. You can take the things that I do as tips, and if you're going through some of the similar things that I am, then by all means, you know, definitely give some of the things that I do a try. But everyone's spiritual journey is different. Everybody has different feelings. You can't tell the next person how to feel, what they're feeling, or anything like that. So I just want to go ahead and throw that on out there that, you know, I'm not here to professionally diagnose anybody or anything like that. I'm just here specifically talking about my personal journey. I feel like I'm a learner by experience. So when people like talk to me and give me advice, I like to hear their stories, their personal experiences, their growth. So that's just the type of person I am. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. So let's go ahead and get into the video. All right, you guys. So as I said previously, today's video is going to be about my spiritual journey, what I've been doing, the road I have been taking, the path I have been following, and how it is helping me. So about 2 months ago, I would say about 2 months ago, I had a feeling that some things were going to really happen in my life. God was really speaking to me like heavier recently, or should I say I've been put in a position to where, you know, I'm really listening, and I've been put in a position where I have no choice but to really just sit and, you know, sit into the things that I'm going through and to really listen to the voice of God. But about 2 months ago, I had this feeling deep in my spirit that, you know, some things were going to happen in my life, and I just immediately, you know, kind of just cringed up, and I started feeling like, oh my gosh, like, Lord, whatever it is about to happen, I don't know. I just have this feeling, Lord, walk with me, hold my hand, get me through whatever it is that I'm going to go through, because I'm not going to make it without you. So I said that prayer. I've always been a spiritual person. I've always been a person that believe in God. I'm a believer. I pray. I grew up in church and everything like that. But I didn't really get invested into my spiritual walk until I got older, and I was more like, you know, aware and understood more. You know, as an adult, you understand things better than you do as a child. So, and feeling this feeling in my spirit, I prayed and I asked God to hold my hand and walk me through everything. And December was when things just started like kind of just shattering. Like things just started like just happening. And I won't go into great detail about about everything that was happening to me. But basically, I got put in a position to where I had to move, find somewhere to live, family sick, dealing with COVID, being out of work, missing money. So really was kind of, worrying about financial things. So it was like week by week up until even this point now, things are still going on and still happening. But it was like every week something was going on and something was happening. So I kind of look at it now, looking back, as like, I feel like this is the storm that God has prepared me for, because he's been giving me strength to deal with all of these things and to really go through this storm. So rewinding back to about 2 months ago, I decided, along with having these feelings of, something was going to happen, I also just had the urge and the desire, and I was so desperate to make a change and have a change in my life. And I really wanted to better myself as a woman, as a human being, as a believer, and to really, really, really gain a stronger spiritual connection to God. So I really, really wanted that change. I was so desperate. I wanted a healthier life. I wanted to be healthier mental. I really wanted the inner work to get started so that it would spill over into the outer. So I asked God to really deal with me, to move in my life, and to deal with me with a sober, clear mind. Now, with that, you really have to truly be careful what you pray for, because your words have power. And I was a person that, I've indulged in alcohol. I was a drinker, I was a drinker. So during the week, it was like wine nights, have wine because it was work. So I would have like wine nights on the weekends when I hit the hard stuff. I wouldn't say I was an alcoholic, but I was like a drinker, and I was drinking for the wrong reasons. I was using alcohol as a way to numb my feelings, to numb the pain, and not really deal with the things that were happening in my life, and not really facing the hard truths and really taking some, responsibility for some of my actions, and really, looking deep within myself. Sorry, y'all. Nose itch. But yeah, so immediately when I said that, I immediately lost the taste to drink alcohol. I stopped doing edibles, smoking, all of that. Like, all of that just cut out, and it was like cold turkey. I no longer desired it. I had no cravings for anything like that. So for me, that was like the start of it all, the groundbreaking. So following that, I really asked God to really just remove everything, toxic from my life. And that's when, along with the alcohol and all of that getting gone, I started losing things. People were, leaving my life, walking away. Things just started happening. And it wasn't losing in a bad way. It was losing in a very good way. I started to see who was really for me. I started to see who was genuine, who was not, who was going to stand beside me. And I actually got closer to people that I didn't really expect to get close to, but they were so supportive and very encouraging and uplifting in everything that's been going on with me. So God just started to remove people, started to remove toxic habits, toxic traits. I let go of a situationship I was in, an on and off roller coaster ride for 2 years, been involved with a man that, I love a great deal, and let's be honest, still in love with, and who has those feelings for me as well. But it's just not the timing right now. And then who knows, maybe this person isn't meant to be for me. So it was like me and him started kind of distancing and just going apart, and he just slowly walked my life. And I was just like, you know what, I just can't, like, let's just end things. Let's just stop, because I'm looking for a partner. I'm looking for somebody that is going to, build me up, encourage me, and bring out the best in me. And right now, you're not conducive to my healing. I just want to heal from all the pain you caused. I want to heal from all the pain other people have caused. I want to heal from the pain and the hurt that I've inflicted upon myself, because I didn't see myself as being worthy. I didn't realize my self-worth. I didn't value me enough. So I wanted to heal from that as well. So that's when God really started to, work. Things started going away, started working within me. And I just took every day, giving God his time, giving him everything in me. And it's been hard. There are days, and I have messed up along the way. Nobody is perfect. I'm not perfect. By all means, please understand that I am not perfect. Nobody is perfect. We all make mistakes. We don't get it right every single time. Anybody that claims to be perfect or to act like they get it right every single time, none of us do. None of us are. So immediately God really got into working in me, and every day I was giving him his time. I would do my meditations, turn on my worship music. I would listen to music that just puts me in the worship mode and puts me in the heart of worship. I have a heart to worship the Lord, so I would just listen to worship music, more so songs that just made me just feel, just helped me to, it got me in that zone. So I started to really do that more, giving God more of my time and really just giving him all of me, and just kind of backing away and distancing myself from people that I didn't really need to be near. So after that, I started to really feel that stronger connection, and I really, feel closer to God. I feel closer to him now than I've ever been, ever. And I was watching this video on YouTube, and Jonathan McReynolds was talking about how we, I can't remember the name of it, was talking about how we, people say that they feel closer to God, when in reality, God was always close. God was always there. We just had to realize that, he was there. I'm not saying it verbatim, word for word, but he's basically saying, God is always close to us. We just have to, realize it. We just have to know that he's always there. And, I feel like in a way, that is true. God is always close to us, but I do feel like, I feel like a strengthening in my relationship with God. I guess that would be kind of a better way to put it. I feel like my relationship with God has strengthened, and that's because I'm giving more. And I would always ask God for this, and to do this, and that. And I realized that I wasn't giving him enough of me, but he was giving him all of me, but I wasn't giving all of myself. And that's just in any relationship with your friends or with your spouse. You have to give. You both have to give. That's how a relationship works. It takes two. And I realized I needed to give God more of me. I needed to give God more of my time. And I was putting so many things and so many people before him. And I really needed to give him more of myself. So I started feeling a strengthening within our relationship. Another thing I noticed, that I started getting that passion and that fire back that I had for starting a new career, getting back into YouTube. I feel like God was pushing things away too, to realign my focus back to what it is that he wants me to do. I've been consistent with filming my videos and my content, and really, just getting back into the things that I love and that ignites passion and fire within me. So I feel like this has been a journey well worth taking, and I'm just getting started. This is how I started, just releasing and just giving myself to God, and just being willing, and just having a willing heart and a willing mind and a willing spirit, and just saying, just Lord, I'm yours. You take control. And not to say that, I'm not going to mess up. I have messed up even now, because I'm not perfect. So there are times where I get weak and I want to go back to the things that felt comfortable. But I realized that God is making me uncomfortable to get me where he needs me to be, and to get me where I want to be. And to get something you never had before, you got to do something you never done before. So that's why I'm really, I want that change. I want it. And there, like I said, there are days where I get weak and I just want to go backwards, and I want to go back to that comforting feeling, and I want to go back to that comforting man, and I want to get back in that comforting friendship. But I realize that, those people, those things aren't conducive to me healing. So I really have to just keep moving forward. I really have to keep going forward, because that is the only way that I'm going to get where I want to be. So that's pretty much where my spiritual journey started. Like I said, things have just started for me. I'm only like a couple months in, so I have a long way to go. I feel like this is going to be a never-ending journey. Like, my spiritual journey is never going to end. But I've really started to break down the healing. Things that I haven't been healed from years ago are starting to come back up and break down in my life now. And I'm starting to really, get into healing those things. So I feel like my start was just being willing, just being open, being willing. And it took me being desperate to really get a change, and just depending and leaning on God and everything like that. So, like I said, I feel like everybody's spiritual journey starts right where you are. Starts right where you are. For me, it was right where I was. I was dark place, desperate, going back to where I was before, headed for depression, and I just said, no, God, I'm too desperate to stay stuck. I'm too desperate to go back down this dark road. I need a change in my life, and I'm desperate for it. And like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm not going to get it right every single time, but the fact of the matter is that I started, and I had a willing heart. So for me, my start was willingness and being open. And whatever, spirituality looks like for you, you start where you are. You start where you are. There's no God, there's no perfect book to tell you this is what you need to do. We can advise and give tips. People can advise you. People can give you tips. But at the end of the day, your spiritual journey starts within you. It starts within you and where you are. So that's where my spiritual journey started. And it's never ending. And I hope to share more information with you guys and to share more of my story with you guys as I progress and get further along, so I can really go into depth and tell you guys some of the things that I've really kind of gone through and everything like that. But I didn't really want to go into depth today. Today is more so like how I started and what inspired me to start. So just wanting to change, wanting to have a different life is what really helped me to start, and to want to be healthy mentally, want to be healthy physically, spiritually, emotionally. So start where you are. Start where you are. It starts within you. So I hope that this video helped you guys. It helped someone who is embarking on a spiritual journey yourself. I hope this video helps you. I hope it inspires you. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.